Hi everybody, this is Miss Scrippa. In this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to use Microsoft Teams if you haven't already before. I know some teachers used it in the spring semester if you were already at Central, but many teachers did not. So I'm going to show you guys how to use that. First thing I'm going to do is just go to the internet. All right, and I'm going to go to office365.com. And just keep in mind, on some of your student computers, it might already be a link, but this is just the fastest way on mine. I'm going to go up to the top where it has a little person and the plus button. I'm going to sign in. All right. For you guys, when you sign in, your username is your student ID number, followed by @springfieldpublicschools.com. And that number is the same number that you use for lunch and as your student number when you log into your computer. So, for example, my number might be 9999999 at springfieldpublicschools.com. All right, it's really important to include that end part, the @springfieldpublicschools.com, because otherwise it won't work. All right, this is just an example. When you go to your password is the exact same password that you use to log into all of your other student accounts. So it's the same password for logging into your student laptop as well as your student email and things like that. So it's capital S, lowercase p, thinking about, Springfield, first two letters of Springfield, and then it's your birthday. So for example, if my birthday was February 5th, 2004, it would be 020504. All right. But again, that password should start to be familiar to you guys. Okay. I'm not a student, so I just need to sign into mine really quickly. All right. But once you log in, your screen will look the same as mine. And you're going to look for in the middle of the screen, there should be a purple button that says Teams in the middle towards the right. Just hang on a minute. My internet seems to be very slow right now. Here we go. All right, so you're going to look for this purple Teams button right here. You're going to click that. All right. I'm just going to do it on the computer. All right, so mine might look different from yours because I am a teacher. But once the school year starts, you should have different teams for each of your classes, or at least each of the classes where your teachers are going to be using video calls and things like that to help you out during office hours. And most teachers should be using Teams. There might be a couple that are more comfortable using Zoom, and they'll give you the instructions for that. But just keep in mind, you're going to look for your class on this page. I'm going to click my example just for this video. And there's two pages that you're going to want to look at. So first is Posts, where I am right now. The next one is Files. I don't have any in at the moment just because this is an example page, but Files would be where your teacher could put up Word documents or PowerPoints. They could put up things from what you've done in class before. Or if they're wanting you to do a group project, this can be really helpful where you can put up a document that you and some other classmates are all working on together. So you might also be able to edit some of these files that are up here. All right, but that's kind of up to your teacher. Across the board, all of your teachers should be putting things on Unified Classroom. All right, so there might be a couple of assignments that your teachers decide to put on here just to have you guys work together. But the rule overall should be that they should all be on Unified Classroom. That's what teachers have been told for this year. I'm going to go back to this Posts page because that's kind of what you're going to use more on Teams. All right, and there's two really helpful things. One thing is you can write messages to the class or to your teacher. So you can ask your teacher, hey, I don't get number 6, and they can reply very, very quickly. It should pop up on their screen. You can talk to your group mates if you're working on a project, whatever it might be. But the main reason why people use Teams is for video calls. So if your teacher was having a video call, it would come up right here. You can see I had one the other day, but it's not happening right now. If my video call was happening right now, this would be bright blue, and you would see a button right here that says Join. All right. The way it's going to work next year is that teachers are all going to have what we call office hours. So there should be certain times on certain days when different teachers are online to help you guys out, because I know there are lots of days when we're doing work at home. So for example, maybe your math teacher is every Monday and Wednesday from 12 to 2 or something like that. That means if it's those days, you can go on here and you should be able to see the call and join with your math teacher and whoever else is in the class talking with them. All right. I'm the only one in this example team right now, so I can't really show it to you. But if you wanted to start a new call, maybe it is the office hours, but your teacher isn't there right now, you can start one. Keep in mind, if it's not during your teacher's office hours, they might not answer. They might be busy with something else. But you're always welcome to try. There's this video camera button right here that says Meet Now. And you can click that to start a call. I'm going to do that now just to show you guys a couple of things in here. All right, I'm going to start the meeting. All right. And this is what it should look like. All right, a couple things to keep track of. And this is in the other document as well where I've written this all down. You're able to turn on and off your camera. So if I turn on my camera, you should be able to see me. Or maybe not until I add more people. Oh, my webcam's not working. Sorry, but that should turn on your camera if your computer is working. You can mute and unmute your microphone. I really recommend using this if it's a really big class and there's a lot of people online, and people have siblings in the background or dogs in the background or whatever else. It can be really helpful to turn that off so it's not distracting. The other thing you can do is this one that looks like a text message. You can actually open a chat. So say there's like 5 people talking at once in the video, but you really have a question, nobody's listening. You can open this up right here and say, hey, what does symbiosis mean? Or whatever it is, right? If it's a biology class or whatever it is, you can say, hey, what about number 7? Can we go back to that? And your teacher will have that open and be able to see it. The very last thing that I think will be helpful to show you is not only this chat part, and if you get sick of looking at it, you can close it by clicking it again. The last thing I'm going to show you is how to share your screen with somebody. This is really helpful if you're stuck on something and you're working with your teacher and maybe they want to see what you have so far, or see what you're looking at. There will probably be a lot of times when your teacher is sharing their screen with you, but you also might need to share it with them sometimes. So in that case, you're going to click this little rectangle with an arrow button that says Share. You're going to click on that. All right, and you can choose a couple of things. If it's from your desktop, that just means a website that you have open. Or if you had a PowerPoint or a Word document, you could choose that. I don't have any PowerPoints open right now to choose. But maybe I have the assignment open on Unified Classroom on the computer that I want to show people. So I can go here. I might need to kind of click around for it. I kind of have things open in Google Chrome a lot. But I can say, hey, I want to show this screen right now. So I'm going to pick which screen I want to show. And then I hit this blue button, Share, right here. And now everybody can see this screen. And you can keep track of what screen that is. It's the one with the blue rectangle on the tab. And you can do whatever you want on the screen. You can scroll up and down. You can type on your paper, whatever it might be. Everybody will be able to see it. So if you're working with somebody or if you're working on an answer with somebody, that can be really helpful. And when you're done sharing your screen, you're just going to hit the blue stop button at the top. And it'll go back to normal. You can go back to your video here and nobody's watching that anymore. All right, so that's kind of the big stuff. This video is also attached to a written out document that has each of these steps and pictures of what you need to click. So if you get lost, you can look at that or you can watch this video again. Also, please ask your teachers. They're all doing training this summer learning how to use this, so they should be able to help you out. But just keep in mind with the screen sharing in the chat, just keep in mind that your teacher is able to see anything that you write in there since it is their page. All right, so just keep that in mind. Do personal messages to other students in your own time in a different platform. All right, but that's just about it. All right, be sure to ask your teacher if you have any other questions. When you want to end a call, you just hit hang up just like you would a phone. All right, and that's about it. All right, but main reasons to use Teams: message your teachers. It comes to their computer just like an email. and then also video chatting with them during either a lesson or just to talk about things that you need help with. All right, but that's about it.